Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel, which is Anycom. So, today we are going to take a look at how to create a website using Microsoft Office Word. Basically, we do not use Word to create website, but as time goes on, because we are learning, we are doing researches and stuff, we've seen that some basic things that you can use Word to also do is about a website. So, we're going to take a look about Word by using it to create a website, a simple website. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm introducing myself. I'm Ebenezer Mensadazi, a program developer at Enicom. So basically, as I made mention, we are going to use Word to develop a simple website. Now, using a Word, there's certain things that you need to know, and these are the things that we are going to take a look at it. Basically, a website says a website can service various purposes, such as providing information, promoting products or services, sharing content, or facilitating communication. All that is mean is that a website just gives an information to audience, information based on what you are doing. Let's say a company want to do a website type. They will build a website based on what they are doing at their company. So that is what a website is all about. So let's get started. Now, developing a website, there are some stages that you need to go through, and one is about planning. Before you start developing a website, you need to plan how the website will look like. So, in all, we determine it as well designing a website or layout. Now, the next one says organizing, meaning before starting a website, you need to get your things together. Things are like one, the image that you want to use in your website, the content, which is the information, you need to get them ready. If you want to insert in a video for people to see or to download a file, all these things you need to get them in a folder. So that is what we says create your main folder or subfolders. So these are the things that you need to do before you start developing a website. And the next one is about the designing. Designing, we are talking about the colors, the arrangement of how the website will look like. And the fourth one says saving. Now, when you design the layout, you need to save the layout by pages. We have something called navigation, which is the menus. If somebody wants to go to contact, he or she will just click on the contact, and the contact information will come. So whenever you are designing a website with a word, you need to save them by what navigations. The next one, which is after saving the pages by navigation, now you are going to put them together. We have something called link. You need to link them together to form one. So let's assume that you have a pages like this: the home, about us, courses, contacts, staff, and gallery. All these navigations, you need to link them. You need to combine them to one section. So that is what we have hyperlinking. Now the next one, after linking the pages, you need to test them to see. You have to click them one by one to see that each page is working correctly. So you need to do that. The next step is editing. Now when you are done with the page linking, you need to insert other information to it. If you've already inserted the information, then it means that you need to go through to see that all that you just inserted are correctly based on the company criteria. So you go through to the content that everything is in order. Then the next one says after doing all those processing, you need to test it that all functions, all links, all pages are working correctly. So these are the steps that you need to go through before you start developing. So let's move to the next lesson by holding on. So I'm going to open the word application. So I will just go to my start button, then I will search for my word application. So I will just type word application and open it. So when it opens, we are going to follow the steps as we just went through in the presentation. So all that you have to do is just open your word application. Now when you open your word application, you need to do some certain settings on it, which is the layout. You change it to orientation. The margins to you also reduce it to 5" by pages. Now when I'm done with the page settings, I will just start. If I want to still reduce the sizes, the margins too, I can still reduce it by going to custom and will reduce it to maybe 2. So I'll make them 2, 2, 2, 2, so that I'll get a smaller margin around my web page. So you see that the margins has reduced. So I will go to insert menu to pick my table. Now the table, it depends upon your menus, as I made mention. If your menus is 6, you just need to choose 6 columns. As for the rows in there, you can pick up to maybe, let's say, 5. Then you just leave it because you will expand them. Now when your table comes in this order, all that you have to do is just expand your table. So you just have to expand it to the bottom of your page. So it's going to be something like this. So this is my page. So all that I have to do is just make adjustment to my table. So I will reduce it so that I will not get double sheet for the page. Now when I'm done, I will just do some margins. So I will merge my tables. I'll do some margins like this. Then as for the second row, I don't need to merge it. I will just have to drag it out for my navigations. So my navigations will be 6 columns. Now when I'm done, I will just have to merge this side too. That is where my content will be. So I will also merge that. Then as for the bottom too, I will just drag it a little bit down so that I will get enough space in between the column. Then we'll come to the last, and which is the footer. We call it footer. I will also merge that side and reduce it to be smaller size like this. So when I'm done, I will just expand the column. So this is my layout. This is how I want my website to look like. So when I'm done with this, I will just start inserting my organized files, meaning the pictures, the text, the videos, and the other stuff. So I'll start with my menus, which is the navigations. I will have my home, courses. I will go to staff. I will move to contact. I will move to about us. And then the last one I will say blog. So these are the menus that I may need in my web. So when I'm done, I will just have to increase the font size to this size. I will position it to the middle of my page like this. So I will still increase the size just like this. So when I'm done, I'll have my pages in this order. Let me bold it a little bit because it's my navigation. So this is my navigation. Now it comes to the header. So the header contains the title of the institution. So this is it. I'll make it IBB. computer, IBB Center for Computer, IBB Center for Computer Studies, Center for Computer Studies. This is the uh, this is the site that I'm doing for that school. So I'll just make it in this order. So I'll increase the size to become a bigger a little bit. So I'll go for let's okay no let me go for 38. So I'll just insert my 38 in there. So when I'm done with this, I can do some edits, some small edits. So IBB Center for Computer Studies, and under it, if I want to add something, I can do that. Let's say I need it in this order, so I'll just go and position it at the middle of my page. So something like this. This is how I want it, because I'll be putting a logo beside it. Then as the bottom, I'll be putting in copyright. So I'll put copyright 2024 at IBB Center for Computer Studies. So this is what I will do. So when I'm done, I'm going to bring in the copy sign. So I'll go in for insert and symbols. Then we choose my copyright symbol in here. Let me give it this. So when I'm done, I will just position it at the middle. I'll position it at the middle. I can still even insert or bring my navigations to the side. So let me bring some of the navigations here. So my navigations, I'll still bring these things. So home, then I'll put this symbol in between home with follow courses. I'll put my sign there, courses, stuff. Then from staff, what I have my contact. So I'll type in contact. I'll go for about us. Then the last one says blog. So I may need this navigations at the bottom here too. Then in here is where my content will be. So as for this one, I will not work on it. So when I'm done with this one, then I do the saving. So remember that in the presentation I said that whenever you are saving a page, you need to save it straight to your folder. So for now, I do not have a folder on the desktop, so I have to go back and create a folder for that website. So I'll just do a creating of a folder, then I'll call it IBB. So this is my main folder that I'm going to work with. So I will just open it, go to the save. I will choose my save. Then I'll pick my browse the folder that I just created at the desktop. So I'll choose it and choose open. So when it's selected, I have to switch this page to web page, if you could remember. Then I will save it as home. So this is the first page. So I'll just save it as this. Then I'll go again to save another one, which is contact. I'll do another one for the next